Hello! Welcome in. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday. What's up, folks? My name is Pixlriffs. Welcome to your Thursday Minecraft live stream. Broadcasting here from the south coast of the UK, as always. Really enjoying the funky vibes today. I might even put on a different pretzel station. I might try and put on, like, something a little bit more funky or something a bit more upbeat, because we're going to be doing some stuff today. There is some royalty-free metal. I'm not sure about its, what's the word, veracity? I don't know. Not sure about its quality, but I expect there'll be some fun instrumental stuff on there. Let's see what else we got. Nixcraft, thank you so much for the 23 months. Folks who didn't have time to catch the next video yet, no worries. It's a silly one. I was describing it as silly all week, basically, and people got to see why. Because, yeah, we did some stuff. It's weird. Pretzel is, like, not letting me really look at everything here. Like, it scrolls so far. I'm like, why? What are you doing? Let me see the bit in the middle, please. Yeah, whatever. We'll leave it on the chill one for now, then, I guess. But anyway, yeah, we did some very silly stuff, and today we're doing something even sillier. We're going hunting for wither skeleton skulls. But I've located what should be, fingers crossed, should be, capital S, should be a really, really good, viable warp forest nether fortress. Like, looking at it, it is smack in the middle of a nether in a warped forest. A warped forest, I love building, like wither skeleton farms, or at least trapping wither skeletons there, because there's a couple of really good locations for them. Soul Sand Valleys being one, but obviously you get ghasts and skeletons. But warped forests are probably the best. So I'm going to go out and find this one. It might be a new one. I don't think we've already been here before. Surprised the hermits haven't built an overpowered farm for that yet. They're still getting set up with a lot of the overworld stuff. But, yeah, you can see them not wanting too many beacons and stuff, with them not really being here long-term, in theory. But we will see. Anyway, we're going to hop on to Empires. I believe Ollie was streaming over from the Olipelago a little bit earlier. I was hopping on to help out. Might still be live. I'm going to mute myself here. I might be hooking Shelby up with some frog lights at some point, so I'm not sure if that's happening on stream or not. Let me tidy some stuff up here, and then we're going to go out looking for the specific set of coordinates. But I need a couple more with the skeleton skulls. I need to fight the wither a couple more times. I would like a beacon, because me and Azuma have a project together which is going to require a beacon, or if not require, then it would be quite handy if there was one. So in theory, we're going to go getting a beacon. Oh. There you go. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He deserves all the golden carrots. The cliff looked great. Thank you. Yeah, I was just working on some stuff. It's hard terraforming anything around Pearl, because, you know, Pearl is so good at that stuff. I always feel like I'm going to be shown up. But no, it's lovely being able to collaborate with some of the folks that we got on the server right now. So I want to be in there. I want to be making the best of it. I want to be participating in some of this stuff, hopping in and out. And it's very nice of Ollie to have us over. Dodos eat golden carrots? They do. They've got an unusual diet. More so than you might expect. But there we go. Skipro, Aaron, thank you for the resubs. Giodo, thank you so much for the 100 bits. And Teeny Bit with the 9 months. Appreciate the Twitch, baby. Welcome back. The bird makes me smile every time I see it. He's so good. He's a very, very good boy. Golden carrots, breakfast of champions. Yeah, sure is. Okay, so we're heading out to about 2,500 negative 165, according to the chunk base map of the seed. And we will see what we've got there. One of the hermits sounded mildly disapproving about there not being a wither cheesing station on the portal in the end. I feel like I am one of the only people on the server who's got a beacon. I got my beacon quite early because I needed it for doing, like, mining stuff. I needed that much stone for big projects. And I feel like nobody else really got a beacon, which was kind of funny to me. I'll turn those down just a touch. To get into positive X, we need to go this way. And then negative Z just a little bit north. So yeah, we're mainly going east here. And hopefully my Elytra is up to the challenge. Going to be doing a lot of flying through the nether here, but we're going to be occasionally hitting walls, and that's fine too. And once we get there, I'm hoping that we can establish some kind of easy access via the nether roof. Because it's going to be a lot easier getting that way on the nether roof than it is through this every time. But we'll see what we come up with. We're already too far north. But we all know this nether fortress is a winner if it's got a lava lake nearby, but also if we arrive at the nether fortress and it's already chock full of wither skeletons. Excuse me. Miss B. North, thank you for the 2 years. The double nerd, appreciate that. Grognardish, thank you so much for gifting a sub, and Codex with the 5 gifted as well. Thank you so much for the generosity. Folks in the chat, if you get gifted a sub, make sure you thank these very generous sub gifters for doing what they do. Handing out those emotes and sub badges. I might have even been out this way before because I explored a lot of the nether on a strider looking for a bastion the first couple of weeks the server was live. I feel like one of my first deaths was out there to that piglin. Might still be a clip of that lurking somewhere. I didn't bring any fire resistance potions or anything either, which seems like kind of a silly move for flying over this much lava lake, but I think my elytra will hold out. It's only 2,000 blocks, it's not that far. Need to be going a little further north if we can, but this warp forest is quite big, so if we run into it nice and early, that's not going to work. Okay, cool, we got some space to move around here. If we run into it, it's going to be pretty large. I kind of love flying around the nether like this, though. It's not relaxing at all, but it's... Ooh, that's a nice one. That's going to be terrible for spawns, but a cool location. And we've definitely not been out here before because the lava is falling from the ceiling. So I need to be a little careful of that. Whoa, okay. Alright, you. Get out of here. What do we have? We have Soul Sand Valley Warped Forest. Not yet. That's... I mean, this is potentially not terrible. Got to find a good crossroads and all, but... yeah, Soul Sand Valley's not bad. We need to go a little further out, though. Because there's other biomes around this. From what I've seen of the location of this nether fortress I'm trying to get to, it is like in the middle of a warped forest, and that's just ideal. Location-wise. Going to try and get around this basalt delta if I can, but that's never easy. Alright. Is it really a trip to a Soul Sand Valley if you don't have to... KO some ghasts. Basalt Delta is never my favorite to fly through, because you can't always pick out a path. But this looks okay. Okay, good, good. Whew. Right, and now if we go this way... Oh, 2,500. We still need to be a little bit further out. This is probably it. Yes. Oh, yes. Look at it. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's such a good setup. Guys, look at this. Oh, and the blazes are coming to meet us. Look, how much of that is above a lava lake? Oh, so good. There's already a ton of wither skeletons out there, of course. This is going to be good hunting grounds. We're going to have to find a safe area. There's a lot of very exposed stuff around here. But look at this bow. It's one-shotting blazes. I think we should be okay. We've got crossroads there. Crossroads there. I'm not sure about these. I think those don't have a particularly large footprint, but... Got a couple of decent-sized crossroads in close proximity to each other. Yeah, I definitely should have brought some fire resist potions for this. The blazes are the killer. can see about 12 wither skeletons just from standing here, which is always good. There's one up there as well. A crossroads, I mean. Thought Soul Sand Valley was best. Is Warp Forest also good because of Enderman spawning rules? Yeah, so Soul Sand Valleys can obviously spawn skeletons and ghasts. Warp Forests only really have Enderman, and the amount of shroom lights around here actually makes it more difficult for Enderman to spawn, so you don't need to do as much, if any, spawn proofing. This Warped Forest is also really big. There aren't that many big Soul Sand Valleys that aren't just adjacent to other biomes, whereas this looks like it is Soul Sand Valley all the way around, which means no random zombie pigman spawning elsewhere. So as far as, like, set up for a permanent farm, this would be perfect, but as far as, like, even as far as what I want to do today, which is just grab a few Wither Skeleton Skulls. I've got my Looting 3 swords, grab a bunch of netherrack. The main problem here is going to be avoiding blazes. So I think what I may end up doing is push my luck a little bit here, try and bait some of these Wither Skeletons into a place I can kill them easily, and then try and establish a nether roof portal to this place. Or at least like a nether roof access, you know what I mean? Because the portal's not going to be of any real use, it's just going to come out like 20,000 blocks out in the overworld, you know? That guy didn't even know what was coming. That was ninja. Samurai level. Come here. Oh, that guy's taking the land bridge. Where are you at, buddy? Could try shooting them from a distance with bow in the offhand, but I want to keep my shield up for blaze fireballs. Yeah, as long as we can keep one-shotting those, I'll be a lot happier. Two shots not bad either. The other problem with having fire spread off on this server is that if blazes leave fires around, that eliminates Wither Skeleton spawns. Which is kind of annoying when it happens, but oh, there's a whole group of them right here. See if we can get back into a dugout. We left the handrail. There we go. A little better. me and this skeleton just juggling this guy. Alright, what I was gonna do was something a bit more like this. There we go. Better for these guys. Not particularly good at keeping the blazes from shooting me, but... I'll take the drops too. Don't mind having a little bit of blaze powder. Lumia seems to not be working. Ugh. I probably need to reconnect it to my Twitch account. I had to change my password the other day because I logged out and... my password wasn't working. Alright, give me a second here. Let me try and link this up again. Connections. Oh, go away. Lock myself in here for a second while I deal with this. All right, 2 seconds. Refresh. All right, let's try now. Cool, that seems to be working again. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I had to change my password the other day. I thought some stuff stayed connected, but yeah, I think you have to refresh all of the connections and stuff. Had to log back into Streamlabs again and that kind of thing. Well, Tango's here as well. Speaking of Wither Skeleton farms. I did consider asking Impulse or Tango if they were up for doing a Wither Skeleton farm, but they do them every single Hermitcraft season, so I think they're probably sick of it by now. Oh, Wither Skellies. They will jump from so far up. They have, like, no self-preservation instincts. Oh, gosh, and now my safe room is compromised. Help! I can't remember if this is the, Alright. Do I have fire protection on any of this? Just regular protection, I guess. It still works quite well. On Survival Guide, I have one piece of fire protection armor, and I find it so useful. Like, it just means you get, like, a little bit less fire damage, because it doesn't... It, like, stops you from being on fire for as long. I'm going to take so much armor damage from this, but it's all going to get repaired by with the skeletons, so that's fine. Yes, this is not a scar-safe area. Absolutely not. Torches, honestly, aren't going to help with blazes, so I don't know why I put that there. That's kind of silly. Yeah, not a safe area for people in general, it seems like. Alright, you. Come here. Of course, the fortress as it is right now is going to get full up with zombie pigmen quite quickly. But obviously, if we wanted to do more actual farm creation here, then that would change. Still no skulls. Hey, thank you so much, Ollie. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Sorry if I'm not paying too much attention to chat. I am obviously dealing with a lot of Nether Fortress mobs here, which tends to keep one a little occupied. But welcome in. And Keeleon, thank you so much for the $50. Says, thanks for all the great content. You are more than welcome. Thank you so much for all of the generosity. And apologies for missing that whilst I was trying not to die to Wither Skeletons. How's the cliff, Ollie? How'd it all turn out in the end? You got Pearl on the case. It'll be fine. Your little path. I know he said he had to go, so he's probably raiding and running. Lovely cliff, lovely cliff. Glad to hear it. You'll have to come up with a funny name for it, like Cliff Blazinski or something. I don't know. We're gamers. The only cliff we know. Ollie has gone to Home Sense with his parents. Do you know his life? Should probably put those on the corners there as well. Sometimes they travel diagonally too easily. You there and your friend. Is that gonna stop? He can probably walk along the parapet there, can't he? Hello. He's gonna get shot from behind by all these blazes in a second. Hey, there's our first skull. Wicked. Alright, you, come out. Come out of your little cubby and fight. Yeah, these blazes are just going to be a pain. And the pigman is literally a meat shield right now, though, which is fine. Not happy with this. Gonna go through golden carrots so fast. Hello. Oh, did I just hit him off? Oh, I hate when that happens. No drops. C-Dubs, thank you so much for the 15 months. Crazy Chriscraft with 100 bits earlier as well. Thank you so much. No, I didn't bring any fire resist potions. I didn't really think about it. I just thought, oh, lava. I'm not going to go in lava. And then I realized, oh, yeah, there's blazes everywhere. How many skulls am I looking for? At least 3. I want to make a beacon, so I need to fight another wither. Ideally, I'd like 6, so that I can give a beacon to someone else as well. Probably Azuma, because he's helping me out with a project. Which is the project that needs the beacon in the first place. That skeleton died on fire. And that wither skeleton just despawned. Great. I'll meet you at the crossroads, yeah? I'll meet you at the crossroads. No, don't come towards me. I'll meet you at the crossroads. Ah, what a fool. Don't be like Azuma and die in the Nether Fortress. God, this Nether Fortress would be the worst to die in. It's like 2,500 blocks away in the Nether. I'm going to try and get all of the skulls I need for one wither fight, and then I'm going to try and make a nether roof access to this. Which means I need to remember how to break bedrock, but I think I remember. Could always ask Grian, he's been doing a lot of that lately. Did that guy despawn? Oh, what an idiot. Alright. Take care of these little guys. There's just blazes everywhere. It's the worst. I don't like it. Got enough of you. Got enough magma cream from my froglight farm. I don't need all of this. Don't need all of this action. I think the thing I'm going to run out of here more than anything is food. Just to keep having to constantly heal myself because of all these darn blazes. My armor's totally fine. Well, that's just rude. Spawning on top of my barrier. My bona fide with a skeleton defensive barriers. My backspace key is starting to be a problem. Look, go away. Oh, good. Done that the bad thing, haven't I? Whoop. Off we go. Into the sky. Despawn the piglins. Alright, this seems more viable. 4 of them, less blaze interference. Come here, you. That one at the back hasn't seen me yet. Is Fwip on? No. Blaze spawner over there. We've already got a blaze farm, so I don't really need that, but... Okay. Oh. Rather not be there. Rather not be there. Oh, this looks good. As long as there's a bit less fire around me. I put it out with a water bucket, even though you can't use water in the nether. How many do I have? Just one so far. I don't think I have a spare one anywhere at my base either, so I'm starting from scratch here, basically. Alright, the piglins are going to be mad at that skeleton for a while. It's kind of a shame that they don't treat all skeletons as like a team, the way piglins get mad at all players. If a player hits them, I kind of wish they'd take out all the skeletons as well. You could use that so well, so tactically. Just get a blaze to shoot a piglin, and suddenly, like, all of the blazes in the area get taken care of. That'd be great. Obviously, it wouldn't really work that well, because piglins are immune to fire, so... But with skeletons, it'd be pretty funny. Didn't mean to take out that guy. Pop, pop. This guy's going to be annoying as well if I have to fall back. Where have they all gone? I swear there were tons around here a second ago. Where have my spooky boys gone? There's one of them. I feel like I'm hearing more than one, but I just see this one. Gonna go down here for a minute. This is where it gets into the actual interior of the fortress as well. It's pretty funny. Tachi Gamer, thanks so much for the 31 months. Eshi, thank you for the 300. New keyboard fun. I can afford a new keyboard, don't worry about it. I have mostly been hanging around because I have some custom keycaps that I ordered a while ago that I need to find a proper board for. I want to be able to make my own custom keyboard, but I need to find the right, like, base for it and stuff. Hello? Come here, bud.
Well, that's just prime.
Sharon, thank you for the prime. Enjoy your emotes and your sub badge. Welcome to the Pixels. I really wish you could block in midair. Blocking jumping with a shield. Don't really want to fight the blazes. Right there at the spawner. You there, big man. Come back. You can see me in here. To make a proper wither skeleton farm of this, you'd really need wither roses. Oh, there's so many of them right there. There's like 7 just on this bridge. Those blazes down there are going to be a real pain. Oh, and there's more spawning. No! Come back. Stop this. Can't get me. All the places around there are just aggroing.
Well, that's just prime.
That's so funny. You hit one of them and they all just fly upward. Now half of the skeletons have despawned. What? Yeah, I heard something like that, yeah. No. Yeah, there's definitely some low-flying something.
Well, that's just prime.
Oh boy, is it. Too many blazes.
Well, that's just prime.
Need to make sure my feet aren't getting burned. Most of the wither skeletons are still around, though. Can maybe try and make a run through all of these, aggro all of them. Bring them all in. Oh, you're going to be a problem. There's blaze rods everywhere now. Alright, lads. Come on down. Everybody, come on down. Ah! Come over this way. Come to the safe place. Oh, there's one down here for a start. You're not meant to be there. Oh, they're all coming down to meet me there. It's not ideal either. So after all of that, just one. Just one. No skulls. They'll just walk off here. I bet they did. I bet they did, the little swines. Yeah, there's one guy there. There's another one here. They just walk off. Ah! That's not good. Getting withered and put on fire. No, thank you. The bow's got power 5. It's just, you know, just the best. Always the best for me. Please just let me recover my health. I wish you could shoot these guys from a distance and they'd actually come and find you instead of just hanging around here. Look at all of them. Look at all of them over there. Well, Impulse and Tango are on here now. Do you think I can convince both of them to come and help me build a wither skeleton farm? Power 5 and Flame one-shots most things in the nether. Well, Flame doesn't make any difference to most things in the nether because they're all fireproof, but skeletons maybe. It's definitely good for creepers. After what they built on Hermitcraft. Yeah, I'm mostly joking because I've seen what they do on Hermitcraft, and I think they're probably sick of building any kind of wither-related farm at this point. Wither roses, wither skeletons, whichever. Do you think Impulse will do it if I supply him the wither skulls? Do you reckon he'll make a wither rose farm if I give him the stuff to make the wither? Dang it, my keyboard. Skull number 2. Nope. G the B, thanks so much for gifting 5 subs. Carry on KK with the 27 months. IP Burnout, thank you so much for the 5. Tinkerzone with a brand new Prime sub. Big Kubiak, thank you so much for the Prime sub as well. And 2Tiki with the gifted sub. Thank you very, very much. Sorry if I've missed anybody else. I think I got everyone, but sometimes a couple of them slip by under the radar. Yeah, I don't think we have any takers for the Wither Skeleton Farm. That's fine, though. I can do it myself. I mean, Tango's only just got an iron pickaxe, so he's not going to help. Lulu Mitchell, thank you for gifting those 5 subs as well. Oh my goodness, the generosity today. Thank you so much. We still got all 3 of them. That's good. Please give me a skull. That's all I need. Yes! I ask nicely. That's the thing. You got to say please with these guys. Oh, perfect. Right, we can fight the Wither. That's good. That's good. That only took 45 minutes. Not bad. Including travel time. I'll take it. Alright, so this is at 24:20 something. Maybe we'll make the entrance to the nether roof like here somewhere, right? It's a big chunky bit of netherrack that we can dig up through. I'm sure there's no lava in this anywhere. Let's quickly grab some other blocks so that we can mark it properly. Do that so that people can see there's still a thing there. And then, do I have any... Oh, isn't that nice of gem? Got cobblestone. Got ladders. Got a crafting table. Now all I need is ender pearls. Luckily, I'm in a warp forest. Let's see if we can track down some endermen. Excuse you. Should maybe have kept some of the wood to use for boats, but... That's fine. I can also dig into a cliff. That guy probably went in lava. Yeah, I think I killed him. They can't teleport out of lava. Sometimes they just teleport away, and because they're on fire, they keep teleporting, and sometimes they just get out of aggro range. It's Enderman behavior. Never quite the most predictable. But yeah, the sheer amount of shroom lights in these forests makes difficult spawning conditions for Enderman, which I know they changed in this update so that stuff could spawn in lower light levels, but it still doesn't seem to have made all that much of a difference. They do have a pretty long reach, but like if that guy wants to get down here anytime, my door is always open. Should maybe build out a little platform here. He's below us. Get him to warp. There we go. Look at this. I have a big platform for you to stand on now. Dead easy. Are you really going to make me come down there? You're really going to do that? Fine. We'll do it your way, the boring way. I'll take that to mark the warp forest. Can you get out of zombie pigmen's range too? Yeah. Oh, there's two more waiting for us. Like guards on either side of this doorway. Hello? Oh, one of them got in. No more skulls from you. Come on, one more. Boo. Never mind. Where are we at height-wise? We're probably okay. We'll get ladders all the way up. Jimmy's pretty successful at killing Endermen by putting them in boats. Yeah, it's a pretty usual strategy. I tend to just dig into the wall because I've not always got a boat on me. I think I might make an ice path out towards this fortress on the nether roof, just to make it slightly easier to get here faster. Get some blue ice pretty easily, right? Cool. You occasionally get those warped forest particles coming through that kind of look like water drips, and so I'm like psyching myself out that there's somehow water above me, even though there's quite clearly not. We're in the nether. It's still looking quite promising though. Targeted block 126. We need one higher. That's also 126. These ones, that's at 127, right? Okay. So we should be able to get up in there. Yeah. That's viable. Like, ideally we want one that's completely open all the way down. Like, that's not... Wait a second. This one. Yes. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, great. So if I get this... And that's not too far away, and we can... we can probably make a pillar down from here if we want to. Got so many bones now. Okay. Chat, what's your favorite way of doing this? Of getting onto the nether roof like this? Do you guys tend to put like a slab there and ender pearl onto that? Do you tend to do it with ladders? Does the ice bucket trick work on Java like it does on Bedrock? I don't understand what that is. Ladders and ender pearl? Yeah. Yeah, everyone uses ladders. That makes sense. I might need to grab a little bit more wood if that's the case. Oh no, there's some more in here. Great. I've only got the one ender pearl though, so hopefully this works. It's been a little while since I did this. But I can do that. I basically get to the top of here and I just ender pearl like there, right? That's sort of how that works. I can go and get some more ender pearls if I need to. Nailed it. Okay, so right here. Great. Time to get home. And then get some TNT from somewhere. No, I was worried if I placed a block below the top ladder, I was going to suffocate in the bedrock. Lag some TNT from Jimmy. I think I've got gunpowder still. It's getting the sand, really. Yeah, this is going to need a better path out towards it. It's really far away. 2,500 blocks for the nether is a long way. Now, I've got the coordinates. I don't need to mark the spot. I've got it saved. But yeah, 2,500 blocks in the nether. We'd need like 1,200 blocks of packed ice, maybe. That's like 2/3 of a shulker box. That's not bad. It wouldn't be quite as fast as blue ice, but blue ice is kind of rough to get, so... In that kind of quantity, I'd have to go and tear apart an iceberg biome somewhere. Yeah, it's a good thing we have rockets, isn't it? I'm almost back. It's not that far. And to be honest, you could get, like, higher up and just glide most of the way. I'm just impatient. Yeah, R.I.P. Joel, yeah. Oh, look. Is that a raid farm? I bet that's a raid farm. See the emerald blocks? That's got to be a raid farm. Imagine the elytra breaking? Yeah, not going to happen. I repaired it fully just by fighting wither skeletons. Oh, home sweet home. Yeah, we have to do something with that wither skeleton. That fortress configuration is just too good. Realize you need to portal to the overworld, then make 2 portals at different heights to get between the roof and the nether? Yes, or alternatively, I could just break bedrock, which is my plan. Because breaking bedrock is fun, and I might as well do it that way. Instead of having people portal to and fro. It would save you traveling down with the ladder or whatever, but... Ugh. Could have people fall into powder snow to break their fall instead of water. Alright, let me drop off... When am I going to get a new bedroom? The thing is, this place really isn't my home, if that makes any sense. Like, sleeping in there is just convenient, but everything I'm building is thematic. It's not like I have to have, like, a cozy starter house or something. Like, it doesn't really make sense for me to have, like, a nice bedroom in when I live in a ruins. So I never really thought about my base that way. So I live nowhere? Yeah, Like, I don't really have a character. I don't really have a story. There's no need for it. Impulse will probably help you break bedrock if you need content for an episode. I'm fine. I'm fine. I got other reasons to hang out with Impulse. Oh, is it a thunderstorm? Time to crack out that channeling try. Oh, gosh. Yes. It's a good joke, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good joke. I want to see some claps in the chat for that one. And not that kind of claps. Oh, I've got more gunpowder in here. That's enough for 1 TNT. I think I have some more gunpowder in my ender chest somewhere as well. Is it in here? No, surely not. Surely not in there. Where's it gone? Where have you put it? Oh, of course, in the firework rockets box. That makes a lot more sense. You know, the one that's coloured like gunpowder? Yeah, To be fair, gunpowder's closer to this grey than that grey, but... Alright. Fazoo, Count Pixeler, thank you very much for the 100 bits. It's absolutely Joel's fault. We'll bring a few pairs. You need 2, ideally, right? I think that's how it works. Clapping for the insurance joke, thank you. It's so rare that I get to make insurance jokes. Can leave those in there. Got so much other junk on me that I'll probably just put away in here for now so I don't end up losing it or something. If I do something stupid. We'll put... There it is. Put these in here. The magma cream, the rest of the gunpowder, the blaze rods. Yeah, all of that can go in there. Just kind of loose for now because we'll come back to it. I like how we're all just leaving it as a thunderstorm. Nobody's sleeping or anything. That's fun. Everyone's just letting the charged creepers build up around here. Nope, need that. I need... Oh, I think it's probably down in the catacombs as well, the obsidian. Need a lever or a redstone block.
Well, that's just prime.
You know what, I might just look this up real quick. Because I remember doing it ages ago. And it's the piston, the trapdoor. There's a redstone block somewhere. And you put a couple of TNT down, but I need to make sure I do this right.
Well, that's just prime.
Ain't it just? Firefight, thanks so much for the Prime sub. And 2APIX with the 15 months of Prime. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, there's a spectacular moment in that video where I blow myself up. So yeah, with that version, you really just need...
Well, that's just prime.
Pistons. got sticky pistons to do that with, which should work out okay. Yeah, all right. I think I can manage that. Had such a bad time the first time I tried to break bedrock. Had to try 20 times before I got it. Yeah, the trick I find is to rebind one of your keyboard keys so it can click really fast for you, and then you have a much better chance of placing the piston with the right timings. I don't need that much obsidian, but I'm bringing it anyway. So extremely curious about the lore around Pix and False. You need to watch False's video for a bit more context on that. Hello? Oh. Skeletons just wandering out of my cornfield. I mean, it's not a cornfield, it's a wheat field. Moving to a bigger storage room soon? I have the entire catacombs. What are you talking about? Yeah, literally the reason the Minecraft Survival Guide exists is so that I can have reference material for other series. So I can be like, how do I do this again? Let me refer to my own survival guide for how to do this. I need that one, really. Yep. So 209, then 2423. Should be nice and easy to get to. Impulse was building the iron farm following his tutorial on YouTube. That's so good. That's so good. What tea am I drinking? It's just Yorkshire tea, just English breakfast, black tea. Building the pumpkin and melon farm in your world right now? Nice. Okay, we're basically there. 24, 23, 209. This one. That should be exactly it. And then if we place this sticky piston like so, we've got to do this. And then I'll need some sort of block in the back here so that I can place the TNT against it. I need a trapdoor. I need to be looking up at the corner of this block. Let's try and make a trapdoor real fast. I've got my crafting table. I need wood. Yeah, cool. I've got a trapdoor there. Perfect. So I just need to be like underneath this, looking up at that. Yeah, that should work. Just for security, I'm going to put one TNT in there so I don't accidentally like click another one like I did in the video. Break these two so they don't get destroyed by an explosion. It should be fine because there's obsidian, but when am I doing my lore castle? Probably not until the hermits are gone, to be honest. It feels silly building such a large project while everyone's still there because there's no way I'll get it finished. I'm no B-dubs. I can't build a castle in a week and have it done. I need to design it in creative for a bit as well. Okay, all we should need to do is rebind, use item place block to, what's going to work for this? No, not that. G, G's already rebound. H, nope. K, nope. All of these are going to have rebinds. B, no. Z. What is Z bound to? Oh, that's probably something with voice chat, isn't it? Toggle lighting? Oh, that's for replay mod. Yeah, let's unbind that, because I don't really use that right now. And if I jump a couple of times, or hit Z a couple of times, there we go. So I should just be able to place this here, and then look at this, hold Z. I might take my... do I want to take my boots off? Or my leggings, rather, because Swift Sneak. It's kind of like making it faster to look around in here. No, I think I got it. Okay, here we go. Z there. Z here. Nope, didn't work. Piston's got to be facing upwards. Luckily, TNT drops 100% of the blocks that it breaks now, so that's kind of okay. I might have to craft some regular pistons. I think in some cases this works better with regular pistons. Can I do it that way? This is actually really awkward. No, that's worse. Breaks all the blocks except the TNT. This is true. So now if we do... Again, just going to try and do this the safe way. That didn't work either. I think it might work better with regular pistons. In which case I might have to find the materials I need to craft those, although I might have enough in my inventory. For bedrock breaking, I thought you need 2 TNT. There are various methods. Some of them are more or less reliable, but I think this one you can do with 1 TNT. It might just be less reliable this way. Can do it that way instead. That didn't even work that time. You know, get Silk Touch TNT. If only you could unstick pistons. Alright, one more attempt this way, and then I'll try making the other pistons. Maybe the regular pistons are the way to go then. It's funny how right-click doesn't change for your inventory when it changes for everything else. So the cobblestone box I had is in here. This has wood in it as well. This is a weirdly emotional song to be playing whilst I'm messing around with this stuff. In fact, let me try this a different way. Let me try this with the redstone block there instead of the obsidian block, just in case that's blocking the explosion to this. I'll do it this way instead. Because the redstone block there, instead of that block with the lever on it, is how I did it before. So I might be doing it the wrong way. I've got one more TNT in here as well, so we have one more attempt if this goes wrong somehow. But I need 2 of those. We need to craft this into wood so I can make 2 pistons. Do it that way. Let's see if it works this time. Nothing should happen to the ender chest anyway. Let's attempt this with pistons then. First try. Nice. Maybe it's pistons, maybe it's the redstone block breaking and that's what helps the piston update. I don't know, but that method actually worked pretty well. Either way, GG's. First try, yeah. And let's rebind that just for the sake of having it back again, just in case. So that I can show and hide my voice chat icons. I really need to go through and start using some of those keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, that can go in there now. Okay, so we now have access to Wither Skeleton Farm from here. Let's put those there. And fill this in. And then what was the path back to the ladder? It's right there, so... If we do that, and then we just do this, that'll get us back there. Then you can have like a little bit of a buffer zone before the climb down, I guess. Not that it's super necessary, but... I think it is the redstone because explosions. Yeah, I think so. I think it's probably something like that. Either way, we got it done. Only took a few tries. TNT's not expensive now that we've got good gunpowder farms, so that should be fine. Oh, we probably need to put a slab on this just so it doesn't spawn ghasts, thinking about it. So let's put that there. And I'll put a sign on this at some point saying what it does. Could do that now. Too good, Nether Fortress VVV. Yeah, and eventually we'll get a nice road out here from this direction, just going straight west. That should be good. Let's go fight the Wither, and then we can come back to this. Although maybe while we're here, because I did just spend a lot of rockets on this, we might as well do a little bit more looking around. But it's only really going to be good and viable once we start spawn-proofing the area and have fewer blaze spawns. Really wish I'd brought some... Am I the only one online right now? Has everyone left? Wow. Yeah, once we have a bunch of... blazes out of the way here, it'll be a lot more fun to use this. Is there another biome that's better for mining ancient debris than others? No, not at all. If anything, the one that's bad for mining ancient debris is basalt deltas, and that's not necessarily because you get less ancient debris there, it's just because basalt deltas are harder to mine through than netherrack. There's just basalt and blackstone everywhere, so it's a real pain. But in terms of ancient debris distribution, it makes no difference. I'm kind of surprised they don't keep walking up there, because that's clearly a better path to me, but... Again, relying on mob pathfinding, huh? Hey, Prince Tull, welcome in. Oh, look at that. Amazing. One more Wither Skeleton Skull. Okay, cool. So we need 3 more skulls, ideally, if we want to fight 2 Withers, get 2 beacons. That'd be kind of nice. This seems like the most viable fortress to do that, within a good radius. And as long as the blazes don't absolutely destroy me, we should at least get a couple more skulls before we leave again. And then I've got the coordinates and an easy way down from the nether roof, should we want to come back and turn this into a proper Wither Skeleton farm. Guy interested. Shoot the blaze. Dang it, I thought I blocked in time. Nothing from you. Nothing else out here. I saw a couple further up. And there's a bunch of guys around the corner here as well, which isn't great. Oh, this is better, though. Excuse me, lads. Hello. Yeah, whatever's flying over a second ago is coming back. It's helicopters or something. Might be the Coast Guard. Ow. What are the requirements to join the server? There aren't any. You just get invited, and we are not looking for any more people to join. So if anything, the requirements to join the server are be good friends with Whip and some of the rest of the gang. This isn't the kind of server that you can apply to join, though. I did stop being nice to Wither Skeletons, but they stopped being nice to me. That one back there hit me a couple of times. Yeah, my shield is not looking great, but it's still got enough durability that it'll last for a while. You say it's on its last limbs. It's only had one limb to begin with, and that's my left arm, so... Most of the time it helps that I'm not blocking any of these blaze fireballs like an idiot. Right, that's that guy taken care of. There's one here. Easy crit, but no skull. Less good. Rather not get taken out by a skeleton. That's how Joel dies. Not me. Yeah, I need to get fire resistance potions when I come back, but I am without them right now, and this fortress is 2,500 blocks away in the nether, so I'm going to stick around and try and fight some stuff, see if we can get a couple more skulls, then fight the Wither, and then come back with fire resist potions when I feel like I am capable. What up, Boz? Welcome in. We also had FM Prod Guy and Firefight with the Prime subs. Sorry if I didn't mention those earlier. Good to see you, Boz. Hope you're well. I'm waving at any planes that come over just in case that's Dish and Toz on the way to Iceland. Hey, thank you so much for giving a shout out to Boz, Ginger. And OT, thank you for the 14 months of Tier 2. Appreciate the Tier 2 resub. Alright, good little pack of them here. There's 4. And I'm only slightly on fire, so that's fine. It's fine, okay? Is this Mordor? Pretty much, yes. Hello? There's a bunch over there as well. I don't want those to despawn, but there's just tons of blazes around. Oh, I thought I was under the thing. Apparently I was not. Oops. Wish I got to go to Iceland. Yeah, I'd love to go to Iceland sometime. Be fun. Iceland for New Year when they have massive firework displays. It's got to be pretty intense. I am very on fire right now. Oh. Just straight up killed that wither skeleton. Hello? Is there another one? Or is he just carrying another sword behind his back? Iceland is 10 quid for a pack of M&Ms expensive? I mean, sure, I just won't buy any M&Ms while I'm there. Easily solved, right? Yes! Skull number 2! We're on the board. It's 2-0 to me. To be fair, the wither skeletons weren't looking for my head in the first place. Didn't fall off the platform, so that actually went quite well for me. Come on, just one more. Not quite. Oh, these two decided to wake up. Should be a one-shot. Yep, and then 3 wither skellies over here. We'll just fight these out in the open. Don't really need the safety bars for these guys. Hi, friend. I like how they kind of look confused when they're walking up over stuff. They're kind of like, hello? I enjoy that. There's so much coal from this as well. I forget how much coal you get from wither skeletons. That's another cool reason to build this farm. Some very good fuel sources. Just realized wither skeletons can be left or right-handed. Most mobs can. I think there's that just adds to like the rarity when you've got like those situations where you're fighting a left-handed diamond armor zombie chicken jockey or zombie villager chicken jockey or whatever. It's just like all of these rare opportunities that add up to the rarest mob in the game somehow. Ow. Stop shooting me in the back. Oh, we got one more. No, still no. Fair enough. Yes, ambidextrous hostile mobs represent. Excuse me, just gonna skip the corner. Should put up a sign that says no U-turns. Oh. Just one more skull. We can all go home. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this absolute chaos on this bridge. There's so many of them. Got 3 following me. There's like 6 more down there. This is why these places are such good farms. Where's that guy shooting me from? Over there? Some of these blazes are like the guy from Wanted. They're just like curving the bullet. Alright. There's still a few more down here. Can hear the blazes firing at me. Didn't get anything that time. That guy's seen me. Oh, and there's tons over here now as well. Yikes. Hello? Ah! Actually in danger of getting cornered by these guys if I'm not careful. Ah! There's another guy coming around here. I'm trying to be careful. They're just pushing each other off that ledge now. That guy hold back 2 of his fireballs. Oh, okay. Just throw that down. Go after this guy. Hello. All coal all the time with these guys, huh? Don't have any more over here. One guy fell down there. Oh, he's still there. Let's do it this way. Not worth it. I'd still absolutely love one more skull, if you don't mind. Gonna switch back to the shields. Ow. Alright, nothing there. Very tempted to just reset everything for a second. Oh, there's a couple more over here by my cubby hole. That would be absolutely perfect. If these two... One of these two drops a skull, we can go home. Please. Not quite. Not quite. I tried being polite again. Didn't work that time. So much of this warp forest is on fire right now. Alright, we got one here. And then up there, probably. Oh, 2 more. Hello. Where'd you come from? The landscape on top of this, apparently. Still no more skulls. It is, frankly, pretty funny how many of these things you can kill with just nothing, and then, like buses, 2 come along at once. Wishful thinking on my part there. Gonna fly away to reset the spawns. How many skulls have we acquired till now? We got 5 on the stream so far. I'm aiming for 6 just so I can get 2 beacons. 2 nice easy wither fights. Nobody else online right now either, so nobody to scare with the wither spawn sound. Which is kind of my favorite part of summoning the wither on a multiplayer server, so kind of a shame. I think I shot that blaze through the ribs of this wither skeleton. I think it passed through his hitbox and hit the blaze behind. If that guy keeps walking this way, that'd be great. Come on, just a couple more. Be nice if you got your skulls back after killing the Wither. You do get Wither heads from the More Mob Heads data pack, but you can't use them to resummon the Wither, unfortunately. It doesn't work out that way. Man, the big magma cubes are a problem too. I see a lot of them. And as long as I can not be on fire for a second or two here, I feel like going after some of those. Just got to be careful around the piglins. Juggle that guy. Probably going to head home soon just because I'm about to run out of food, but something really hit me when I hit the top of that arc. That was funny. Yeah, I mean, we spent 45 minutes getting the last 3. So this time around... Nothing from you. I can get off the ledge over there. You can still get a skull if you kill them with a bow. Looting is going to help on the sword, though. I've got so much stuff in my inventory now, I can't even pick up the magma cubes. The magma cream. Just like stone swords and junk. He's back. He's back to help me build the Wither Skeleton farm. He can't stay away. Ah! Too many, too many. Boo. It's like a slalom of fire over here. It's a metal band name if ever I heard one. It's a metal band that's really into skiing. Stupid blaze fly up on the left of me, and I'm like, nope. Don't really feel like getting hit by a fireball and with it at the same time, thanks. Whew. Alright, one more. One more and we can go home. Let's do this. Running out of food. Ow. Ow. Get wrecked, losers. Come this way. Oh, yes, we got a train. We got 4 of them on me right now. Just imagine how productive this area could be. Is that 5? I think it might be 5. Imagine how productive this area could be if we actually turned it into a farm, though. Craft those into coal blocks. Bundle those. Probably chuck out the arrows. Just keep the 4 because I've got infinity. Keep the bones. Alright, come this way. Come this way. Come this way. Gonna back up into fire in a second. Almost did. Oh, did it again. The slalom returns. Unbelievable. I'm gonna go home. It's gonna turn out I've already got one of these. Somewhere. Just in a box. In its oak-lined presentation case. Nah. Head the next one, alright. Lightning Aussie says head the next one. Let's grab this one. Oh, 2 skeletons fighting. Love to see it. Oh, unfortunately not. Went in with the axe kill for that one. He deserved it. He was a fighter. Deserved to die an honorable death. The strafe kill. I'm going for style points now, because we're not getting anything else from this. Oh, here's trouble. I think Grian wants him to help me build a wither skeleton farm. That seemed like it's in his wheelhouse. Soften these 2 up. Skeleton wielding a wither skeleton sword. Pretender to the throne. Ow. Green couldn't even make a kelp farm. Was that a struggle? Oh, he's gone. There goes our other candidate then. Cub could be a good option to help. Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to find excuses to work with the people I haven't worked with already, like Tango. I've seen Impulse once or twice, but I also want to get some good reasons to collab with the other folks. Oh, what if it was one of these? One of these easy lads down here. There's like 5 of them anyway. Come here. Just gonna eat real quick. Nothing. Nope. Nothing, nada, nope. I could ask Doc. Doc hasn't been on since the first day of the collab because I think him and his family have just been going through some illness. Partner got COVID. I think Doc's managed to stave it off, but on Twitter he said he has a sore throat, so he's probably come down with some other sort of infection. And he's taking care of his kid right now, so... I think Doc has other plans anyway. He's got some other stuff he wants to do once he's back on. Nurse Doc, yeah, basically. Yes, finally. Okay, that's our third. That's our third one. Let's go home. Let's go home and then make an ice road back out here. Have to ask Doc about Poppy technology. Yeah, I think because he was talking about making himself Gandalf at some point, so I think he's probably trying to work some sort of magic. All right, not too bad. People moved what? What's Impulse looking for? Yeah, me and Jevin are going to work on the Enderman farm together, so I think Jevin's already spoken for as far as farms go. Anyhow, 3 carrots left to our name. We need to head west. Let's move. Maybe Pearl just because she's always up for trying new stuff. Wither skeleton farms are a grind though, and I don't want to stop Pearl from doing what she wants to do because I think she's got a few plans. To be honest, I don't know if anyone's going to be that up for it. I might just end up doing it myself, but I can ask. I'll ask in Discord. Impulse and Jevin are looking for their wither skulls. They're in the mob drops chest. Interesting.
Well, that's just prime.
Happy Crafter, thank you for the 666 bits. And Tilo22, thank you for the 2 months. Friggin26, thank you for the 5. All right, let me transfer to headphones quickly. I'm going to be hopping into a call with people. Get me looking goofy for a minute here. But I want to be doing this on the regular just in case people are recording at the time. I don't want them to have a bunch of echoey audio from me.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Man,
Gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
Aha!
Are you here to save the day?
Just the men I was looking for. I happen to have found a very good but quite far out nether fortress for farming wither skulls. It's in the middle of a warped forest, so literally nothing else spawning around it. It's really, really good. And I just got myself 6 wither skeleton skulls.
Oh my god, thank you. Thank you.
I figured while I was out there, I might as well get enough for 2. I need a beacon for a project me and Azuma are doing, so I figured somebody else is going to want a beacon. I might as well give one out as a gift or a deal of some kind. So I don't know if either of you guys, I know I was joking around earlier with Impulse and Tango about just building another with a skeleton farm, but honestly, like if you can,
maybe we'll see.
I mean, you don't have to commit to it. Like, I'm not going to make you do that. But if you feel like donating a bunch of, like, packed ice or blue ice so that I can make an ice boat road out there, that alone is going to be really helpful to me. Because
Consider it done.
Yeah, like, if you can get
we
blue,
can do that.
If you can get blue ice from, like, an iceberg biome or something, or, or packed ice, then that'd be amazing. Because it's 2,500 blocks out, but it's, like, the perfect warp forest location. I've got a nether reef access for it now, so... if I can count on you guys, then 3 wither skeleton skulls, all yours.
Perfect.
You got a deal.
What do you think? Like, what about like three chakra boxes of that ice?
You wouldn't even need that much. Like, if you're talking 2,500 blocks, you can place it every other block, so you'd need maybe half the amount to get out there. So, like, I'd say a full shulker box would definitely cover it. Maybe even like
it's no problem. That's easy.
Because you need like
Nice.
about 1,200 blocks, so that's like maybe 2/3 a bit more of a shulker box. So call it a full shulker box and we're good, I think.
Sounds
Cool,
good
man.
to me.
Sounds
We
like
can
it
do
sounds
that.
like a plan. Yeah.
Heck yeah, I'm off to
All
fight
right,
a wither
well-
myself, so good luck, guys.
Ooh. Yeah,
See ya.
good luck.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
we're gonna need it. You too. Have a good
All
one.
right, take care.
See ya. Hey, Pix.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I got your message. Do you want to plan on probably Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, I think so. I think that sounds like it's gonna make the most sense of my schedule at least.
Do you want me to do any sort of design for it, or just basic farm works, or?
Basic farm is great. Like I know Nembon's Ender Mini is the design I'd normally go with, but
Yeah.
if you wanna do something a little different, go ham. Like it's all you. I'm
Okay.
I'm just gonna get us a location out there, but then once that's settled, it should. Oh no, False is here with the tag hat. Help.
Hello.
Oh my God! Run! Go!
Yeah.
Sounds good,
It's
man.
okay. I don't have any.
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Seriously, do we need to run from you because of that hat, or what's up with the? Well, I don't know how this works. I just found out about tag today.
That's not false symmetry with an underscore. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
She's on
false from
our
Hermitcraft, yeah.
side. I see how it works.
Yeah, so you
Pix,
can only get the
you
other
better
side,
run.
right? This guy right here.
Yeah. I also love the fact that you guys are all like the new hermit height. Like, can we line up for a sec here so people can see?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
this is,
yeah.
like,
Oh
It's
yeah, we're
official.
tiny.
it's so
It's
great.
official now.
I think Azuma was actually the first person I saw this morning that was like the hermit height. It's so weird. Like you barely
Oh my
even
gosh.
notice, and then you're like, wait a second, are you like a little bit?
Something's just not quite right. This finally makes sense for me though, because I've been a dwarf all along. So I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just
right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
fitting
Like
now.
it's perfect. Like this is where you belong. But yeah, all right. Thanks for the deals, guys. And Jevin will chat a bit more in Discord. But I think Saturday, Sunday should be good.
Perfect, man. Talk to you then.
All right, cool. Have fun.
Bye.
What were the inventor guys from Fraggle Rock called? I've never seen it, so I couldn't tell you. Oh, by the way, I've been doing a bit more building around here. I have this like archway connecting these two things now. It's nothing big. I'm working on a couple of other things in this. I want to have mangrove wood creeping up the side of this and have it be like it's like climbing plants. You know how like you'll get vine plants that kind of grow up the sides of houses, but they're like the vines aren't like particularly thick and it's not like a tree. But it looks a little bit more organic when you build it out of wood, so. But yeah, I wanted to get more color in there as well. So I've got mangrove in there and like having a bit more moss and stuff around and some mud at the bottom of that one. I think it's working out pretty well. I want this area to feel a bit more colorful than just grayscale, you know? And it's kind of like a bridge that joins those two towers on either side. Anyway, we have a ton more bones. Gosh. Yeah, ton more bones, ton more coal that I can just drop off in here. We got all those coal blocks, of course. I'll leave that with the furnace set up, and then we can go fight the wither. It's going to be interesting to see which one of us starts the wither fight first. I'm sure I have some soul sand around somewhere. Celestiel, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Hello, hello. I'm probably going to switch back to speakers on in a second because playing with headphones on, I don't know, these things just get heavy. Like, having to concentrate with these on whilst I'm on stream as well is a different beast to recording with them. But yeah, I got to keep my brain a little bit cool because me and Azuma are going to pick up our recording right after the stream. So let's see, we need 4 soul sands. We shouldn't need too much else to fight the wither. Did Impulse make the wither cheeser under the end portal? He might have done. I don't know. I haven't seen it lately. How do you become a mod on this? Don't worry about it. We don't need any more mods right now. So let's grab these. A ton of gunpowder. Had new headphone ear pads. Oh, that's on a different set of headphones, but they're very, very good, very comfy. It's just nice because they were starting to flake. I hadn't taken very good care of them, and they were just kind of like breaking down. That kind of fake leather stuff tends to do. So, yeah, I was honestly a lot happier getting them changed up and then not having, like, you know, little bits of black fake leather just stuck to my head every so often. Worthwhine, thank you for the 200 bits. And Play with Purpose, thank you for the 6 months of Prime earlier. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, let's hop on down here. I started a branch mine down by the machine a little while ago, back in like Deep Dark territory. I kind of like the idea of fighting the Wither down there. Be really funny if the Wither sets off some like skulk sensors. But I think it's only player activity that does it, so us fighting the Wither would be really what triggers it. The skulk shriekers, at least. Oh, I should probably get some more food. That's a good idea. Wear headphones almost every waking hour, but the right pair that does not hurt does exist. Yeah. It's not so much that it hurts necessarily. It's just that these are kind of clunky and heavy, and I don't find it looks all that great on stream that I have these massive cans on, but they're quite comfortable to wear for long periods. Is it 4 or 5 blocks for the Wither? It's 4. It's a T-shape, like an iron golem. I have more carrots in here. There we go. You know, I kept some left over from the villager trades. Can probably hide that now. There we go. Use the keyboard shortcut. I'm learning, see? What happens if you tell me I look like someone without having 1,000,000 points? The mods will delete it, probably. Either that or I just won't acknowledge it because it's not official unless you paid 1,000,000 channel points. Wouldn't it be funny if False's tag draw was with a Wither? Gosh, killing somebody with a Wither would be such a coordinated effort, and you'd have to make sure that they couldn't fight back and stuff. That'd be, like, a little rough. Alright, so down here, in the deepest and the darkest, here's my little branch mine. I was just going down here looking for diamonds and stuff. Just redstone as well, more than anything. Because I need more redstone for David. Chinese takeout just got here, lunch and a show. Nice. Yeah, I was considering getting takeaway today, but we've got some stuff to use up. I roasted a chicken the other day. We need to use the meat from that. And I got some noodles in, so I'll make my own Chinese food. Never really enjoyed over-the-head headphones. Yeah, I like them better than earbuds, because earbuds, if the speaker is basically right next to your ear, then you get, like, especially if you're listening to louder music, then it's kind of like you can't flinch away from loud noises, so you tend to, like, get hearing damage slightly faster that way. Our lecturers at university when I was doing music production were really not keen on in-ear headphones. Sure you don't want pizza? Pearl, do you have pizza? Are you offering? Didn't realize you're running a delivery service these days. I think I'll probably block this up around here and just fight the Wither from here backwards. That kind of makes the most sense to me. That should probably do it, right? Looks like I'm winning the race so far. Useless Rogue, thank you so much for gifting us up to Pearlescent Moon. Pearl, enjoy your emotes and your sub badge. Welcome to the Pixels. Alright, let's do this. Nice easy fight. Nice easy corridor fight. Nothing go wrong. How is Pearl still awake at this hour? Absolute mad lass. We get some free deep slate out of this too. Oh, and there's some redstone that I didn't find. Nice. You love to see it. The Wither's so useful. Textbook. All right. That was nice and easy. Only got a little bit of lava. Yeah, hardest fight in the game, the Wither. To be fair, I think maybe the blast resistance of Deep Slate makes it super easy. The fact that we're down here at Bedrock, nothing much can go wrong. Surprised we didn't trip any of the like skulk sensors and stuff around here, but maybe there just aren't that many of them. Because I think we're still in... Oh no, we're under a forest biome. Okay, so no deep dark here. That's fine. And we got a armored Wither's head out of that. Nice. Good stuff. Love fighting the Wither like that. It's too easy, but, you know, I'm not in this to do the fair Wither fight where you actually fight it on the surface. It's fun doing that every so often, but it's way more risky. And fighting the Wither with wings, like, feels like it would make a lot of sense, but you just end up flying higher and higher into the sky, and you're having to, like, fire at it, and it has to drift down, and then you have to hit it with a sword, and, like, the melee stage of that kind of sucks if you're trying to fly around it, so... A Warden summoned during a Wither fight? No thanks. It'd be so funny to watch the Warden fight the Wither, though. Should try that sometime. Although, does the Wither fight the Warden? Does the Warden count as, like, undead or something? Run out of tea. Need some water. Have no idea why, but I couldn't talk for a minute and a half. That's probably slow mode. We got a lot of people in here today, so the mods might have put it on slow mode to make it easier to mod, but the sub should help with that. Sometimes it just takes a while to kick in. Slow mode's only 30 seconds? Huh, weird. I haven't been back down here for a while, actually. Like, aside from that branch mine, I really wanted to do some more refinements to the machine, but I was just kind of done with this after a certain point. It's just a lot of work. I would definitely do a lot about it differently now, though. Now that I did the zombie spawner version of this in Survival Guide, I learned a lot from that. This place is very pretty and also cursed. Well, the Deep Dark is kind of a curse, yeah. And this place perpetually on fire since me and Fwip went through here in, like, our first caving episode together. Wither in Bedrock blows up obsidian, that's not right. I mean, it does that in Java, too. Like, the blue skulls can destroy any block. They basically make any block have really low blast resistance. They can't destroy Bedrock, but that's... and end portal frames, I guess? Excuse me, but it's only the stuff that's tagged unbreakable that they can't destroy. The Deep Dark is scary. I'm already bad at video games. Please don't make it worse. Well, you can avoid it. Just don't mine under mountains too much and you'll probably never find it. Like at the beginning of the season, Sausage Whip, Catherine, Shovel fought 4 withers at one at a time in a dripstone cave. It seemed like middle ground between doing it in confined quarters and doing it on the surface. It was probably more fun for both players and viewers. Yeah, fair. I think I fought it just like the tunnel way. I'm boring like that. I just like the fight to be nice and easy. Thought they didn't break obsidian in Java? No, they do all the time. And if they get stuck in Java, they can like explode the scenery around them. They can probably do that on Bedrock too, but on Java that just makes it even harder to fight them. What are my overall plans for the rest of my area? So, I want more houses. I want more like buildings that feel kind of residential or like they have some other kind of civic purpose. Where that tower is up there, I want that to be the tower of a castle that's going to sit on top of the hills all the way around here. But aside from that, like a lot of it is just supposed to be a ruin, so if there's some parts that look kind of crumbling and just like the foundations of houses and stuff, it still feels like it suits the area. But I like building some of the stuff that's got this level of detail in it, so I want to just do some more houses like that. I want there to be a bit more stuff over in the farming area. Like over the other side of the bridge here. Dang it, tall grass. Like I want there to be some more stuff around here, some more stuff in here. I just want to build lots. But it's difficult to do that when there's so many fun collaborative things I can do with the hermits and our other server members that just don't have anything to do with building. Or they're like farming stuff so that we can build other things later, you know. Do we have another Witherhead in here? Not one of those. I think I might have given one to Ollie at some point because he wanted some masks for his, like, funfair thing. His festival. How do I plan my builds? Do I freestyle it? I used to do that a lot more. Nowadays, I tend to plan stuff in creative, create schematics for it, or take screenshots of it and rebuild it in survival that way. because the build style I'm going with this season is a little bit more complex, but when it's stuff on the surface, it's a lot easier to do that. With stuff underground like this, I've been freestyling all of this. Again, I maybe mock up a couple of ideas for what these corridors look like in creative, but then I do the rest of it in survival. Glass is what I'm looking for. I'm just running around here like a weirdo. Beacon number 2. Loving the Elden Ring theme, thanks. Yeah, I really like that game, so I just wanted to come up with something that suited the ancient and crumbling vibe that everything in Elden Ring has. Alright, I'm going to quickly hop in here and switch back to speakers, so bear with me. There we go. Perfect. Good. Since I'm the history guy on Empires, am I going to build any excavation sites? Not really. The idea is more that the archaeology thing is a character for when I'm, you know, in roleplay situations with other people. Like, my whole thing is not necessarily archaeology. It's just a convenient excuse for me to be a guy who lives in a ruin, right? So I'm not going to build, like, a little dig site and, you know, tents and that kind of thing. Like, that's not necessarily what I'm going for here. It's just a convenient thing to have in the back of my mind whenever, like the interaction I had with Scott in today's video. Like, I'm meant to be kind of like this museum curator kind of guy, right? And with Sausage, I'm a bit more like kind of crackpot, conspiracy theorist, like wild ideas, kind of the smart guy, the Doc Brown almost. And like, neither of those is a character I'm trying to play. I just need to have something to do in other people's videos when other people's videos are more based in roleplay. So yeah, I'm the NPCs basically. Like, it's a narrative device more than it is a thing that I'm trying to follow through with in my videos. It's just that in my own videos, I don't want it to come across like I'm meta the entire time, right? Like with today's video, I just didn't want to make it like, oh, I looked at Scott's video and saw that he had robbed me. Like, I can't turn up to Scott's house when he's recording something for, like, a character-based video and be like, I've seen your YouTube channel, you know? Because then you get the awkward problem that Corrales had with Mythical Sausage, where Mythical Sausage was like, what's YouTube? You guys are weird. Like, I don't want to do that, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. I have really enjoyed being able to dip into some of that stuff, though, and just use it when I want to. It's fun. Like, I get to have a bit of a laugh with the whole lore thing without it being too essential to what I do. What is this mumbo thing P-Dubs was talking about? I know, right? I have to be like, yeah, I've never heard of him, yeah. I'm playing along. And, like, at first in my video, I kind of framed the bit where I was, like, going back to Mythical Sausage as, like, you know, oh, I've exhausted all my leads on the theft of my Deep Slate Emerald ore, so now I have to go and, like, chase up my next investigation or whatever. But then I realized, like, no, I've already done a bit on camera with Gem where I'm like, I know what your deal is, and she and I have that in common, and so I didn't want it to feel like I was just showing up as, like, a different character suddenly, right? Like, I still want us to have that kind of mutual confidence, but I didn't want to ruin it for Mythical Sausage either, so I was like, so I have this whole thing that's going to point us towards Gemini Tay. But I had to be like, hey, Gem, play along, you know? False killing you and you just thinking you were dying of grief was so funny. Yeah, right? Like, that's just great. And that was honestly, like, just a really convenient device for me to set up the lore compass thing, which I wanted to do to lead me to Scott to begin with, so I think it just worked out very well. But again, like, stop me if I'm giving you too much behind-the-scenes stuff, because I know some people are just really enjoying getting into it. I know nobody knows this is actually, like... nobody thinks this is actually happening, but I don't want to ruin it for the people who just enjoy the story and want to be swept along with that without getting too much behind-the-scenes spoilery stuff. But there are a few people who are genuinely, like, how did you get the recovery compass to do that? And I'm like, you just, if you understand how a recovery compass works, then there's definitely ways you can manipulate it into doing what you want, right? Like it makes a lot of sense. It's quite straightforward. So now we have a second beacon. Ideally, I want to get enough material that I can... Like, I've got enough for one beacon, which I have set up here, but this beacon currently doesn't have any effects, and it just has a base of 9 gold blocks when it's here in the house. This is just, like, the default position for it. But it's just got, like, tier 1 under there. And tier 4 is all the iron blocks that I'm carrying around, but... I don't know if I should really be taking gold from Joel's gold farm, or if I should get some iron from the hermits, or buy more iron from False, or what, but... The hermits have enough emeralds for a beacon base. Yeah, that's kind of what I was working towards myself with the villager trading I was doing. Alright, just Jevin and Impulse left. So the next thing I was going to do, if we got the Wither done on stream, which we have quite handily, actually, I need to get a bunch of zombies over to a stronghold, because we're taking them to the end. Mild spoilers for what me and X are doing. We're doing the copper farm that he built on Hermitcraft, so I can have more copper to put into my aging machine. And so he's building this OP copper farm with me, and talking me through how to do it. And the next task really is to try and corral a bunch of zombies and get them into the end portal. So what I'm hoping I can do is either go to the stronghold, try and create like a dark room for zombies to spawn down there, and maybe we'll look around for some good caves. Or the other option is to get some zombies through other people's nether portals onto the nether roof, and then have them come out to the end portal with us, which I think we could probably do from Jimmy's base. Because Jimmy is not known for lighting up the area around his base. He has a lot of like dark areas of the mesa at night, and there's a couple of really like convenient points that we could pull in a zombie to his nether roof portal. So we'll probably head out to the stronghold portal first, which is just over here. But then after that, yeah, there it is. After that, we might be able to get some zombies from Jimmy's instead. Can this server handle a copper farm in the end? Well, all we really need to do, if it's got like genuine issues with server performance and whatnot, right, is just nerf the farm a little bit, which is, I think, fairly easy to do with this type of farm. Because you can just cut down on the spawning area, light some area up a little bit so it's harder for them to spawn, that kind of stuff. Like, we can do that. I reckon we can do that. Oh, there's one now. Haha. He's holding a door. Even better. He won't despawn. Now I just need to get some blocks, which... am I holding my Silk Touch pickaxe? Let's grab a few of these real quick. Just make sure we don't get silverfish. Need to get this zombie into a holding pen. Come this way, my friend. Come this way. Freedom awaits you. Oh, hello. Always worth killing some of these. See if we can trap him over here. Dead easy. Look at that. We don't need the name tag for him, so that's nice and easy. But we need, like, probably 9 or 10 zombies, X was saying, so we'll see what we can get. Some people are setting off fireworks in the neighborhood, so sorry if you can hear distant bangs. So many vines in here. It's a lush cave for you. Oh, another zombie noise. Or is that the one we just got? Gonna turn up my hostile creature sounds. Hello? Are you here? Or is it, like, up here somewhere? Call out to me if you are here. Sounds like we got multiple zombies. If there's a zombie spawner around here, that would be pretty incredible. No. Yes. Oh my gosh. Played for and got. X is not going to believe this. Oh, too good. Follow the sound of my voice. Dang it. Let me through. We could probably set up something to, like, funnel them into the end from here. It's like a water stream would do the job. Nope, you can't make it over there. Come here. Come here. You fool. Go this way. Nope, nope, still nope. Ah, I got you. The zombie brothers. Lure them with turtle eggs? We could do that. Don't have any on me right now, but it's a cool idea. So where is that? That's like... That's almost on a level with the end portal, you know? They're all just hanging out in the lush cave. It's the Green Brothers. It's John and Hank. That's what we should have name tagged them. Good morning, Hank. It's Wednesday. Make it easier for them to follow me this way. There you go. The Green Man group, even better. Little green men from Mars. Well, that guy's going to the end, almost. Get down. Get back, get down. Jump around. We're in a house of pain right now. Stop it. Of course, there's a block there. That's what's doing it. Go in the box with your friends. He's going to come at me over there. I'm not going to let him. Norman? Hello? Oh, now he's pathfinding over that way. He knows. No, 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 no. Come back. Come back. Oh, you fool. Stop it. I really wish they would come all the way over into this block. To be fair, I could just put them in boats, but where's the fun in that? Earlier this week, someone said there was a long stream or multiple streams planned for the server tomorrow. I think that's still the plan, yeah. I'm not sure how much of that I'll be able to participate in, because Friday's normally my day off, but we'll see. There we go. We got him in the end. Took a while, but we got there. So now you need to be name tagged. You need to be name tagged. We have a couple more that have already spawned in that cave, and then we can just reroute the zombie spawner directly into the portal. Can light up all of this, because there's no need for this to be dark anymore. What time is the big stream on Friday? Probably in the evening, like 6 PM UK time. But from that point onwards, people are just going to be streaming at whatever their usual stream time is, usually, I think. Alright, is it just you? Is there another one? Unbelievable. This little lush cave area and a zombie spawner, like directly here. With a regular golden apple in it. No other side disc, nothing too amazing loot-wise, but the absolute perfect position for a zombie spawner to be. For this project in particular. Keep it coming, keep it coming. In you go. Entity culling made him disappear for a second. I was like, did he just despawn? I'm 4 blocks away. That's a mod we have on the server just to make sure rendering stuff doesn't get too taxing on the client. Because there's tons of monsters in caves that are technically rendered just in case you see them or whatever. Yeah, we renamed the other zombies. There's one who doesn't need a name tag because he's holding a door, but I only have 5 name tags left. I started with 8. So, we're good here for now. Oh, now he's pathfinding because he knows. Come this way, friend. No, 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 no. Come back this way. Oh, dang it. Okay. You're not going to play fair, are you? I climbed the vines, fool. Get wrecked. Get in the box, noob. I'm over here, I'm over here. Yeah, you're rubbish. Okay, so now we have 5 zombies trapped. We only need a few more. To be honest, we could probably get a few just by punching these ones, but they've got to be the right type of zombie, haven't they? And, I can turn my mob sounds down again. Like, where is that? Let's take the portal coordinates real quick. I'll open that. I don't need my Nether Fortress coordinates anymore because we got those. I can also close the YouTube video of me breaking bedrock. Are zombies just self-aware on this server? Apparently they are. Can't use any item to make them hold it instead of name tag? Yeah, but X gave me the name tag, so I might as well use them. They've got a villager trading setup. Name tags are well cheap. And not all zombies can hold equipment. So name tagging is just a sure sign that you don't need to do anything else with them. So, it's at negative 26, so it needs to go a little bit further down. But 1790, 195. It's kind of like in that direction. So I guess what we could do is just dig this way until we get to 195 and just have a straight tunnel for them to walk down. I think that works. Yes, Dombek. Azuma is helping me build ENX04's copper farm. That's the idea. And normally I'd be fine just kind of happily mining away for copper all on my own because I like doing resource gathering on streams and stuff, but with the hermits being here, it seemed like the right time to do it, you know? It was a cool project I could do with a zoomer. We basically just need to go down this way. Give ourselves a little bit of headroom. 3 diamonds. Love to see it. Cheeky 8 vein. Oh, it's a 9. Ah, right, right alongside the stronghold. Right again, the stronghold. Look at that. Directly into the portal room. Although I guess we can probably go over a couple of blocks from here, because that's the center of the portal right there. It comes at it at a weird angle. So I'll block this off. This is a good stronghold. I love the fact that it's in a lush cave. That's my favorite thing about this stronghold. If anything, that needs to be 1 block further over, right? Ideally. I absolutely cannot believe that there was a zombie spawner right there. So good. And spawner zombies won't be a problem, right? Like, they've got all of the same properties that regular zombies have. They just can't be zombie villagers. That's the only stipulation. Imagine Azuma comes back, we go through the end portal, and I've got like 50 zombies. He's like, Pixel, it's a little bit overkill. I only asked for 3. Well, he asked for like 10, but 3's a funnier number. Sick. Now all we have to do is put like a trap door or something there, and they can just run straight down. For a minute you thought I'd been inspired by iJevin to take up speedrunning? Nah. Jevin's great at what he does. I can't possibly be a pretender to that throne. Also, if I was speedrunning, I wouldn't want the zombie spawner. Yeah, trapped all the last block. That's the idea. Don't have any easy wood on me right now. Probably some in the ender chest still. Man, X is going to be so happy with that. Yeah, there we go. Block this off again so it doesn't look so obvious. I guess all we need is 2 trapdoors, right? That'll give us a place to run over. And then we can just, like, let the zombies drop through. Perfect. We're using water to move them from the spawn to the trapdoor. Are they walking freely? They'll just walk over. Man, this has been a successful stream. I'm very happy with the results of this stream. We done good. There's a bat in here from that cave. That's so funny. Yeah, one of us is going to need to be on the other side of this, baiting the zombies out, I think. So I might let X do that. And then our copper farm is all the way out here. Spoilers for the next episode. But we built the farm off camera because X has done it hundreds of times. But it's all the way out here in the void. And it's made of prismarine because that works on multiple levels. It's a drowned farm. But yeah, here it is doing its thing. Although... have some of the hopper minecarts got destroyed? It kind of seems like there's only 2 in there now. A little bit concerned about that. Maybe should have turned the farm off when we left. Yeah, those should be, like, spawning in way more frequently. I think we need to get a couple more there. For the collection mechanism. It's such a cool design. Like, I really like that. How does this work? So this works based on the zombie reinforcement mechanic. Out here in the void, nothing's going to spawn except Enderman. We've used glow lichen to light up the area so that Enderman can't spawn. They won't spawn on these platforms because they're 2.5 blocks high. And those are... actually, they're 2 blocks high. Those are bottom half slabs, so they don't spawn up there either. And this should be well lit up enough that that's not going to be a problem. And then the zombie reinforcements, they come in here. They basically get trapped in this space. And if you trap a zombie in water for that long, they turn into a drowned. The armor stand here, you basically have an auto clicker, and sweeping edge allows you to hit the zombies as well. And then the drops and stuff all collect down here, where the hopper minecarts constantly getting respawned by the system are going to pull all the drops through that block. And then a bunch of item filters here sort out all of the copper, so we need to program that for copper ingots. And the rest of the drops get destroyed at the end here because we don't want all the rotten flesh, the equipment, all of that stuff. But it's basically zombie reinforcement mechanics that cause streams upon streams of zombies to come down here. And then as long as there's just one person here in this little AFK booth, then they pathfind towards that water space there. Husks turn into zombies underwater. Yeah, there's no way to get husks from zombies, though, which is still kind of a strange thing to me. I feel like it'd be funny if you put them on a magma block, they, like, dried out or something. Trident filter as well. See, zombies turned into drowned on Java Edition don't drop equipment like tridents, nautilus shells, fishing rods. They only have the like armor and occasionally, you know, wooden shovels or whatever, that kind of stuff. Not wooden shovels, like stone iron shovels, iron swords. Because they're not spawned as drowned, yeah. Like naturally spawned drowned are the only things that have tridents. It's not part of their loot table otherwise. But yeah, the when was this reinforcement mechanic discovered? I think Nembon was really the one who pioneered it initially because he used it to make a drowned farm in the overworld. But the mechanic works in any dimension, so you can lure some zombies to the end and you can build a really productive copper farm here. I think the ENXO4 design mostly uses the central end island, but we wanted to move it out here both because you don't have to spawn-proof the end island for Enderman, and because with it being all the way out here, you don't have to worry about it, like, suddenly lagging out the server if somebody loads in the end, right? It's just not in the way, so if anyone wants to do anything with the central end, then they can. Yeah, only copper and normal zombie drops are converted drowned. We're going to get drowned heads as well, yeah. But we're not going to put anything in the filters for those. So these filters should all be live. So I'm going to start programming those. I'll just use Deep Slate because we're not going to get any of that in the farm here. And it's Silk Touch Deep Slate as well, so even that's going to be like relatively rare. We need to make sure that it's 4 items and then 41 copper ingots here, so I should probably go and get some copper. I have a fair amount of it at home, so... rename the items just to be sure. I mean, I could, but it's not going to be that hard to correct things if it breaks. It's a very efficient farm. Can you put zombies in the corner and throw snowballs at them to start this farm? You can. I think the way X has it set up, there are two different swords, one of which doesn't have sharpness, but it does have, like, looting, mending, and unbreaking. And the other one has sharpness just so you can clear out the farm. It's got sweeping edge as well. Why not have 9 items and 1 copper ingot? Because, I mean, 9 items isn't going to work, and 1 copper ingot... Like, the way these item filters work, you need to have 45 items for it to generate enough comparator signal. Otherwise, the signal overflows into the next circuit, and you get the filter breaking because it will fill up with enough items that it just drains the circuits to either side of it. What advice would I give to someone playing Minecraft on computer for the first time after playing 7+ years on mobile? Watch my survival guide series. And I'm not just saying that because I can promote my survival guide series, but, like, it is built for Java players. It is designed with Java players in mind. Unless you're talking about, like, playing Bedrock Edition on computer. But if you're talking about playing Java Edition for the first time, then survival guide is going to get you up to speed. Honestly, just get familiar with the keyboard shortcuts, because those are incredibly useful to know, and it will help you navigate the world of Java Edition in ways that you can't on mobile. Yeah, I only need 1 ingot to prime the circuit, yeah, but it's the kind of thing where I'd like to see it fill up nice and quickly. I can break these down, and that gets us 36 ingots for 4 blocks, so that'll be a good start. I'll take an anvil over there, and we can name the filter material just because. What does my survival guide entail? It's a pretty straightforward guide to how to survive in Java Edition. Like, how to, you know, shelter for the first night, and how to build bits and pieces, early farms, and then it starts to get more and more technical as it goes. So we set up a Java Edition iron farm, we look into various other mechanics, there's introductions to redstone, there's a few more kind of useful redstone contraptions for your world, which again is something that's so different between Bedrock and Java Edition that it will probably be helpful to you to understand that stuff. But it's all done in survival instead of being a tutorial based in creative mode, which is where a lot of people make their tutorials. And my main reason for doing that is because the creative mode tutorials don't often acknowledge the amount of effort that goes into some of that stuff in survival mode. So I think it's quite important to show people stuff like that happening in survival so that it feels like you're playing along with the guide instead of seeing this, like, top-down view and people flying around and everything looks super easy to do. I haven't made survival guide episodes for a little while because I knew this collab with Hermitcraft was coming up, and so I wanted to put all of my effort into Empires, but I will be back to making survival guide episodes in the new year. Yeah, it's definitely destroyed 2 of the hopper minecarts. I don't know why it's done that, but it has. Also, I don't like this ladder system. I think it probably helps to have the ladder there for the purposes of, like... How many of these are there? 6? Yeah. For the purposes of, like, having the zombies avoid the player and not, like, detect that the player is there or something, but it's really awkward to get down into the storage mechanism. There we go. Whenever I'm naming stuff that's going to go into an item filter, just so that I don't end up accidentally throwing in a renamed item that has, like, the same name, I tend to, like, keep all of my typos. Because that way it makes almost doubly sure. It's like a second level. It's like two-factor authentication. It's not like two-factor authentication at all, but it basically is, as a security measure for item filters. Like, it doesn't matter what you name those items. There we go. But yeah, I'll learn this farm eventually, but it's just like finagling my way into this space like that. I just gotta be patient with it, I think. There we go. Yeah, okay. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. Is this similar to X's farm? This is X's farm. He literally built it. I helped him build it, but he was the one who had the schematic, and I mean, it's ENXO4's farm. But yeah, like, X sent me the schematic for it, and we built it together ourselves. Yeah, my anvil's still down there. Right, so I'll go and get 2 more hopper minecarts. But X should be back sometime around 6, and we're going to continue this build, which will now be a lot easier. Anything else I need to do while I'm here? Probably not. Leave an ender chest, maybe? I've got a few. I can probably leave one there when I next return. I should have got like a utility chest somewhere around here. It's one of these. Maybe I moved some of it into the ruin for now. In False's last video, she mentioned a charity event thing. Yeah, that happened over last weekend. That was Love Tropics. And I was briefly streaming on this channel to say, like, hey, let's go and raid them before we went away and did that. But yeah, we had a really, really fun time building an ocean ruin empire out south of Jimmy's Mesa. And that's now a permanent part of the server, has a bunch of people's names who were able to kindly donate to Project Seagrass. It just seemed like a natural way to get involved with that, was to do what we did with Mangrovia in Season 1 and build an empire of the viewers here on the server. You love Winchester so much? I love him too. Look at him. Look at him. He's so good. Such a good boy. Deserving of all the golden carrots. Want Empire's players to drive Hermits crazy with their roleplay? I mean, to be fair, the Hermits can give as good as they get when it comes to that stuff, but also, we also just want everybody to have a good time, and if the roleplay stuff is annoying to some people, then we also want to be able to balance that with actually having fun with some of our friends. How are there portals on the nether ceiling? So on Java Edition, this may be different for you if you play on Bedrock. But on Java Edition, you can... First of all, you can break through Bedrock to get to the nether roof on both versions. But on Java Edition, the build limit is still 256 blocks from back in the day when the nether was originally added. That was just, like, never changed for the nether. But on Bedrock Edition, unfortunately, the build limit is at 128 blocks, so you can't build anything on the top of the nether. But because the nether was meant to be a shorter dimension, they never changed the build height limit on Java. So when ways were discovered of getting up onto the nether roof, people started to use it for, like, more efficient farms, for, like, zombie pigman gold farms, for example. And there are glitchy ways of breaking Bedrock that are probably going to be in the game for a very, very long time, because they all have to do with weird stuff around pistons. And yeah, people still do that. Plus, now the cool part about the Nether portals is that they can link to portals on the Nether roof, which they never used to be able to do until I think 1.16, or like an update sometime around then. They changed the coordinate linking thing. So previously, you couldn't have portals up there linked back to the overworld, or they could link back to the overworld, but you couldn't get back to those specific portals from the overworld. Now you can. And that seems to have been an intentional change, because they figured, well, the Nether roof thing is here to stay. It's part of the game on Java Edition at this point, even though it's not really an intended behavior. So, yeah, they just went ahead and did that, and I am grateful to them for it. Oh, done a lot of talking. I spent a lot of time in the Nether, which is probably why my mouth is kind of dry. It's been changed a couple of times. Really glad they've decided to go with how it's done now. Yeah, I just, like... I feel bad that it's not something that they want to implement on Bedrock Edition, because on Bedrock Edition they already have a solution for it. But it's one of those things that now just creates division between Java and Bedrock players. That's the only outstanding problem with it, I think. Were it not for the fact that a change that big would break the Bedrock technical meta wide open, I feel like they might as well just do it. Even though it seems like a contradiction of everything that they want to do with game development and making that stuff at all viable, you know? At least you have Trident killers on Bedrock? Yeah, true. I think Trident killers are a great thing to have while you guys don't have Sweeping Edge. And if you have Sweeping Edge now, then even better, right? What else can I do while I'm here? I'm just trying to think of stuff to do now, because we've had a really successful stream. But I'm considering wrapping things up here, because I'm now in the perfect position to pick up the recording where we left off. Me and X can get the zombie thing done once he's back, and I've got the beacon. I've got all these name tags left over. Like, I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. What are Trident killers? So on Java Edition, when you throw a Trident and it hits something, it can't hit anything else until the player picks it up, or it returns using loyalty, or it despawns. On Bedrock Edition, they can basically be tricked into hitting multiple targets, and it still counts as the player having thrown it. So there are machines basically that kind of juggle tridents around inside of a mob farm, and that just continuously kills them, so you can AFK at mob farms without like an auto clicker or something like that. That is my understanding of it. Bedrock players, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't really used them myself, but they are basically one of the ways in which Bedrock players can use mob farms, because tridents work slightly differently. They're like coded a little differently on Bedrock. I was right? Good. I'm glad that I've understood that, because I've only really heard about them through like hearsay and discussion about them. Your gunpowder farm uses trident killers? Yeah. You hold a looting 3 sword at the same time and it gets looting effect added as well. That's, I mean, obviously there's ways of doing that on Java too, with like bow and the offhand sword in the main hand, but that's still so busted. Like, you're holding a sword and it's not doing anything, but it still counts. That's so funny. I love that stuff. What's the point of Bedrock at all? I mean, a version of the game that can run on mobile devices and like old iPads and stuff. A version of the game that you can play cross-platform, across console, PC. Like, you know, parents can play with kids even if the kids just have an iPad. Like, it's so good. Like, I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Like, I think it's great for the game to have Bedrock Edition. Bedrock Edition is like 9/10 of the Minecraft player base. So, like, what's the point of us having an extra 300 million players? Oh, by the way. Why make it so different? Because programming languages are different, and over time they've tried to bring them more in line, but a lot of it also has to do with the control surfaces. The fact that on Bedrock Edition, because you're able to play it on console and mobile, they have to have touch controls, they have to have things that map to a controller, and, like, Java as a programming language isn't great on mobile devices, or wasn't for a while. I don't know if that has changed over the years. But yeah, frankly, it was just a more straightforward way of getting the game on mobile was to code it in a different programming languages. So like you get different behaviors as a result of that. Like some of the behaviors you get in Java are the result of coding quirks in Java that just never got removed from the game, even as the development team became more experienced and gained more experienced individuals. Is that why bundles weren't added initially? Yes. So bundles were a difficult proposition on mobile because you can't hover over a bundle to see its contents on a touch screen. Like, it doesn't really make sense to, like, implement a less intuitive way of doing that, right? Yeah, Bedrock is in C++. Yeah. Seed parity was really nice to have. Gosh, yes. Like, the fact that for ages with Survival Guide, I had to remind people, by the way, this world seed generates a completely different world on Bedrock Edition. And if anything, that was more of a sign of, hey, these two versions are different, so anything else in this guide you have to kind of take from the perspective of this is a Java thing. But then now it's just so nice to have the Minecraft Survival Guide world seed, and I don't get any questions anymore about, like, hey, why does this world look different for me? Usually, like, the only time that happens, it's because they haven't put, like, the minus number in front of the world seed or something, right? They haven't put the minus symbol to make it a negative number world seed. But I think having 64-bit seeds is so cool. Current pet peeve is that foxes don't farm berries in Bedrock. Really? That seems unusual. What mods do we use on the Empire server? So, there are very few. The misconception is that this is a modded server. The reality is that the mods we have are all cosmetic and really just allow us to do more sophisticated things with resource packs than vanilla Minecraft does, which is how come we have horses that look like dodos. You could do that with a vanilla Minecraft resource pack, but it would change every horse to look like a dodo. The mods we have basically allow us to apply resource packs to individual entities and individual items instead of retexturing everything all at once. You can do some of that with Optifine as well, just by renaming stuff in an anvil or name tagging certain things, or it can be divided up by biomes, so villagers in a certain biome can look like, yeah, a certain way versus villagers in a plains biome will just look like plains villagers, right? So the majority of that is done by a mod called Custom Entity Models, or CEM, and we have a custom-coded Empire's SMP mod, which adds the essence items that you might have seen some people combining their tools with or using on mobs to turn them into the different types of villagers or horses or whatever. Aside from that, we just have stuff that helps with content creation. We have replay mod, we have Fabric and Sodium running to help the server stay stable. We have like Matica. That's really it. Like, there's a few things like just replacing Optifine functionality, like logical zoom for the zoom key, continuity for connected textures on glass and bookshelves, and like a couple of resource packs like Fwip's Foliage Pack, which adds different types of flowers and bushy leaves and that kind of stuff. But that's all resource pack stuff at that point. But like, we're about as modded a server as Hermitcraft is, because Hermitcraft obviously has stuff where you can retexture carved pumpkins to look like Zedaf's trophies, for example. Like, you know, there's stuff like that all over the place on Hermitcraft, but it just helps with immersion and helps for like specific things to the identity of something like an empire. Like, if you look at Joey Graceffa's like pirate gun thing, that's just a retextured bow, right? But the fact that it has a custom model and an animation and it's just Joey's weapons that do that. Oh yeah, and proximity voice chat as well. Yeah, simple voice chat. That's the other thing we have. Do I know anything about replay mod for Realms? Well, if you're playing Java Edition on Realms, then you can just log in with a modded client and you should still be able to use replay mod. Like, replay mod doesn't need to be installed server-side, it's a client-side thing. What's the custom item models pack called again? CEM, Custom Entity Models. Does CEM allow for the shrinking of players? I think so, but the Empire's mod has been custom coded for us to allow for more stuff like that. I think it just basically allows us to tag things a certain way for custom entity models to look up. But we have an artist working on some of the other functionality of it. Like, there's some stuff coming up that I'm going to be doing with that's kind of fun. But just like little community in-joke things. I don't have like a sophisticated idea of what my Empire's identity is right now. I just want to do some fun stuff with it. Is there a way to get Whip's Foliage Pack? If you subscribe to his Patreon, I believe he distributes it to patrons, but I don't think it's available publicly anywhere else. How about shaders? How does that work? Iris. There's a mod called Iris, which fills in for the shader functionality that Optifine provides. Iris is only compatible with Sodium, I believe, which is why the Rift looks so weird to us, because Sodium has this issue where it doesn't render transparent things behind other transparent things, and so, like, regardless of how you build stuff, from certain angles, glass behind glass just looks like it isn't there. If I was CEO of Mojang for a day, what is one improvement or change I would make? There is absolutely no improvement or change that would take a single day to make if you were CEO of a company like Mojang. It just wouldn't happen. Like, if I was CEO of Mojang for a day, they would reverse all of my decisions the following day, probably. But, like, there is literally nothing you could do within a single day that would enact meaningful change in a company in any way. Just some funny tweets. Yeah, I would take over the Mojang Twitter account and tell them to subscribe to my Twitch. That's basically what would happen. Ban rotten potatoes, then peace out. I actually love poisonous potatoes being a thing. I think it's quite clever and very funny. The concept of them is basically to remind the developers that not everything has to have a function, despite which the community insists that everything has to have a function, therefore most things have a function. Add a woodcutter. Adding a woodcutter is not a decision that the CEO of Mojang would make. You've mistaken what a CEO is. Like, if I was the game lead, if I was Lady Agnes for a day, that'd be a very different story. But that's not what the CEO does. Sorry, I don't mean to pick apart and be really pedantic with people's questions. I understand the spirit in which the question was asked, but, like, what would I change about Minecraft is a very different question to what would you do if you were the CEO of Mojang. Happy Cat, thank you for the 11 months. Really appreciate the resub. 1 month off being a nerd. The entire functionality of the rotten potato is the lack thereof. And to be fair, you can still eat it, and 60% of the time it won't poison you, so it's pretty good odds. Are we building anything today? No, I'm basically done. We built a copper farm in the end between streams, and I was doing some stuff to set that up. Also got a bunch of Wither skeleton skulls from Nether Fortress, fought the Wither, got a beacon. But yeah, I'm probably going to go back to that Nether Fortress at some stage and build a Wither skeleton farm there. Impulse and Ijevin are going to get me a shulker box of packed ice or blue ice that I can use to build an ice boat road out to the Wither farm site. In a single day tweet that we guarantee Mojang will update the inventory system, a little harder for them to back out. No, I'd hate that. Like, I'd hate to do that because that puts them in a really terrible position. And to be fair, CEOs do seem to exist to put the company in a very terrible position, if what I've seen on the internet lately is anything to go by. But yeah, frankly, I think I would trust that the people who knew what they were doing knew what they were doing. And if they have plans for the inventory, I would much rather them, like, roll things out one bit at a time. Like, just look at what they're doing with the creative inventory right now. Like, you think those aren't going to be potentially, like, changes that will have a knock-on effect for, like, the recipe book in survival, which currently doesn't order any of these things in a particularly great order at all. Like, this isn't alphabetical, this isn't, like, most of these are blocks, but then, like, the loom is here for some reason, the minecarts aren't together. Like, eventually they'll get to stuff like this, right? ENXO4 has a Wither skeleton farm, super easy to build, needs 2 players. I've got many ideas for Wither skeleton farms, it's fine. The new tab system is the same as the old console edition. Yeah, but with a variety of other, like, things about it. Like, it's a combination, I think, of the best parts of Java and Bedrock setup. But I love the fact that all of the materials are grouped together now. It makes so much more sense. Yeah, Mojang is aware of the inventory issues. I mean, they were talking about inventory problems as far back as bundles, but then there was an obvious problem with implementing bundles cross-platform. So, What's the easiest XP farm, in my opinion? I mean, depends on if you're looking for easy in terms of the easiest to use once it's built, the easiest to set up. Like, the easiest XP farm to set up is probably just, like, find a mob spawner or build a dark box in the sky and swing at stuff that comes down the chute. Like, that's probably the quickest farm to set up. Like, either that or start trading with villagers. But in terms of, like, the easiest XP farm to use and probably the best XP farm long term, I'd say Enderman or Piglins. Yeah, easiest is just breed the nearest animals and just, like, breed and kill them because you also get food. Yeah, easiest to build is... Yeah, like, you can do some great stuff with mob spawners. It doesn't get you XP particularly fast, but it's good. I mean, drink a couple of fire resistance potions and hang around a blaze spawner for a while, you get a lot of XP from that. Go mine for quartz. Not exactly a farm, but it'll do. Parishioner, thank you for gifting a sub to Lights Lab for 17 months. Resub. Does my partner play Minecraft too? No. They played before in the past, but not, like, regularly. Do I find mass crafting a problem? No. Yes. Grian is airing Jimmy's dirty laundry, even if... Anyway, folks, we're going to wrap things up there. We've been here for 3 hours. I'm going to continue... the copper farm with Azuma, and that's going to be an episode that'll come out sometime, if not over the weekend. I'll have to see when X uploads, but maybe early next week, I think. And depending on other events, depending on who else gets to upload, there might be some other bits and pieces in there. Looking forward to that. Good Times with Scar is having so much fun with the Create mod right now. Everyone seems to be doing a lot of neat stuff with Create. Which is funny because we're also doing tons of neat stuff on Empires, but... New Create is apparently getting people very excited. Right. We're going to raid somebody else here on Twitch who's playing Minecraft. Let's see who's live right now. A lot of very convenient live people. Oh, dudes, God of War Ragnarok is out, and I watched people play the first game. I'm watching people play the second game. So fun. So fun, so cool. Let's see. We can go raid Bruno. Nobody else from Empires is streaming right now. Nobody from Hermitcraft is streaming right now. We're going to go raid Bruno Danoy, who is on 754 plus days of his half-hearted, hardcore, amplified world. And he's building a giant steampunk zeppelin with beautiful looking shaders on. It's very cool. So I'm going to send you over to him. Bruno, if you haven't seen Bruno's stream before, he's basically like Uruguayan Corrales. That's how I tend to pitch Bruno to new people. He's a very high-energy guy, very excitable, has an amazing accent. He's from Uruguay, speaks English, also Spanish. Give you Spanish lesson if you hang around and earn enough channel points. Is this inviting to any of you guys? You can use your Pixel Hype emotes and the hashtag PixelRaid to show some love over there. He's a very talented Minecraft player. You're going to enjoy watching him and doing what he does. But I will be back with you guys on Sunday for another Minecraft live stream. Until then, have yourselves a good one. If you want to watch something completely different, my partner's in the other room right now streaming what they do. They do like writing out Lord of the Rings by hand using fountain pens and stationery and cool stuff. That's at twitch.tv/celerymin if you want to go check that out. But I'll send the rest of you guys over to Bruno. Have yourselves a good day. We'll be back soon. Take care. Bye for now.